Hello and welcome to the next video of my LEC Summer 2022 previews. We're covering Mad Lions in this video. I have them ranked 5th. They finished 7th in spring, 8 and 10. They would swap out mid laners, allowing Reeker to go to the wayside. And they signed Niski out of free agency, the former Fnatic in Cloud9 and I believe Splice mid laner. I don't remember who he played for years ago that he's notable for. Nevertheless, they put a veteran in mid, got rid of the rookie. I believe that this move improved them a bit. However, the numbers won't indicate that. I do think Reeker left a lot to be desired for this team, and he held them back. I said that multiple times throughout the spring split, and I'm not surprised that he was, let go. Regionally, they went 5 and 13, so they would swap out their jungle and bot laners in Academy, as well as supports during the split. So Tor or Torre, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is in support, a former LEC support, and Tinks is in jungle, a former LEC jungler. Excuse the bell, my cat is shaking her head. So top lane, you have Armut. The Turkish top laner did a whale of a job not too long ago, a couple years back in Worlds and international events, and that's what got him this spot. And up until this past split, he had done pretty well, but once his mid laner couldn't really match him, other teams would just focus on Armut and let the mid lane kind of go to the wayside, and Armut would struggle. 253 KDA, 828 CS per minute, which is good given he had 55 KP. 19.5 kill share, 21.3 gold share. I mean, he is your average top laner with those numbers. The farm is pretty high given that he's 55% KP. 55% KP is definitely more of a team fight oriented top laner. It's kind of funny to think that way, but getting closer and closer to it. He played 9 champions across the 18 games. Gaethon behind him is not ready for the LEC by no means. 756 CS per minute, played 10 champions in 18 games with a 53% KP. So, kind of in the middle there when it comes to a guy that goes out on his own and kind of ignores the rest of his team versus somebody that TPs in for fights, things like that. But he probably shouldn't have played so many champions if his CS per minute 7.56. Focus more on what you, the core champions in your pool and allow yourself to get better at those at a pro level, because 7.56 means that on average your champion pool is not ready for the big leagues. 22% kill share, so he does get a good amount of kills for a top laner, but all that does is make up for his lack of farm. Elyoya in the jungle, a carry-oriented jungler, nearly 6 CS per minute last year. Not last year, last split. 3.82 KDA, 76 KP. Very, very high. Above 75 is pretty damn high, especially when you have a guy near 6 CS per minute. Elyoya is probably one of the more underrated players in the LEC. I'm interested to see how he does with the Lilia coming into the meta, and if he can adapt and take over. 28% kill share. He was actually the secondary carry on this team. And then 19.7% gold share. I mean, 28% kill share is pretty damn incredible for a jungler. 10 champions in 18 games. Like I said, Tinks is behind him. Tinks has been around the block. 537 KDA, 537 CS per minute, and 66 KP in Academy, Regional EU Masters this past split. Took a back seat, 16% kill share and 18% gold share. So he's not going to threaten Elyoya anytime soon. They're just trying to put together a decent Academy roster so they can make a run at EU Masters. Niski's stats are from last summer. 781 CS per minute is not good enough. I'm sure he also agrees that his stat line isn't good enough. And we'll see how he does in summer with this team. Obviously, he went to Worlds last year with Fnatic. 388 KDA, 63 KP, which is actually pretty low, especially based on the meta we had in spring. We'll see what the meta ends up becoming in summer. But towards the end of spring, it was very roam-oriented. 26% kill share, 22% gold share, 9 champions in 18 games. Behind him, you have Niter. Niter, I believe, is ready for the LEC. Will someone give him a look? I don't know, but he has 932 CS per minute across 18 games with 9 champions, 476 KDA, 68 KP, 22% kill share. So he doesn't get a ton of kills, but he gets a ton of farm that gets him ahead in lane. 23.7% gold share is actually pretty high for a mid laner. We don't see such a clear cut secondary carry coming out of the academy mids like that. 932 is pretty damn good. Even if it drops down to like an 8-7 at the LEC level, that is still very competitive. Unforgiven and Bot coming off his rookie split. Left a little bit to be desired. Him and Flackett were going to be compared to each other throughout, and it continued. 938 CS per minute is not really where you want to be. You'd like it to be 9.5. But when you have a 69 KP, that's on the higher end of things for an 80 carry. So he's more focused on getting involved in fights. Team is fighting around him than he is farming up and getting items. 33 kill share, 25 gold share. 6 champions in 18 games. You'd like that to be a little bigger. Jinjo behind him, 964 CS per minute. I am interested to see how he does in summer. Maybe he gets a look with a LEC team in 2023. 639 KDA, 71 KP. So he certainly gets involved despite 964 CS per minute. Like, he finds the time to farm and he finds the time to create. 34% kill share, 25% gold share, 9 champions in 18 games. An all-around solid player, along with Niter, that we could see in the LEC not too long from now. Alongside Unforgiven, I have Kaiser. Kaiser, I believe, is one of the better supports in the LEC. Sometimes he doesn't show it, but a couple of years back, he was the best one. 288 KDA, 76% KP. So 3 out of every 4 kills have Kaiser's fingerprints on him in some way, shape, or form. He is a great support. We'll see how him and Unforgiven do in summer when Unforgiven has a second split. I think this team is definitely playoff capable. Torre behind him, 69 KP in 4 games. Gives a stabilizing force along with Tinks to help Niter and Jinjo carry in these academy games, regional games. So they have a mix of LEC pros and guys that are coming up and ready. But in the end, I have this team 5th. I think they're in a tight heat for 4th with Vitality. It kind of comes down to who does better, Haru or Niski, in their given roles, to boost their teams to try and get to the top 3. But I don't think Mad Lions are there yet. And I don't think Vitality are there yet, but Vitality's for tomorrow. So, if you're a Mad Lions fan, comment down below, like the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Give me a vibe on some of these academy players. And, thanks for watching.